Hello, this is Nostrovini, your eccentric psychic power.
This is Jay, your Eminem rapper,
The rapper who you want to rap.
the zombie,
The zombie, the Dominican zombie. You know what Dominican zombies do?
and this is the
They're
Nushvili.
lawyers. Or how is that lawyers for vampires? This blood-sucking bastards. And this is
The
Nostrovini.
No Nushvili
The
Show.
new Nostrovini show. I got a clean shaving. It makes me young looking. Oh, I'm young looking. You realize? Oh, excuse me. You realize I'm almost 70 in 3 years. 3 short years. Yeah, you could be my son. God forbid.
And I just made 3 albums by sleeping.
Yeah, in his dreams. In his dreams, this man is incredible.
They took my snoring and turned it into a rap, and now I'm rich.
I thought the bar was a little higher that in the rap community. I didn't know but they don't have any Dominican or Haitian rappers.
Yeah,
You never heard of a Dominican racial rapper, have
I'm
you?
sweaty.
His,
Need weak arm spaghetti.
okay, now we know
Arm
why.
spaghetti.
Oh, now we know why we don't have arm spaghetti. This is the Dominican experience. Now here we go. Now we can he never reads the paper and prepares, but I do, kinda. I skim. Now these are things that are in the post my favorite paper, and we're gonna read them and we're gonna find out a whole bunch what's going on in the world. This is the real Vinny. The real Vinny has the mentality of a 6-year-old. Anyway, let us go.
The first one is sex was rosy stuff for Dana. Oh,
Let me interpret the education system in the Dominican Republic is not that good. And this is well print. This is printed in large print. Now, let me tell you something. The dinosaur had sex. Believe it or not, that's how you got little dinosaurs, baby dinosaurs, community of dinosaurs. But it was always rough. And why not? How could a dinosaur have gentle sex?
how? You told me how.
I don't know how.
You
It's
told
not
me.
possible. They've
What did
scales.
they
They
pin them
bit each.
down? How they do it?
I didn't want to think
And
about
they
it.
only scratch them. What they do? They bite them
They bit
until
each other.
they give up.
Have you ever bit somebody during the process of having sex?
No. Yes. Maybe.
Okay, we can't even make a commitment. Some women he bit,
I,
some women he knew he'd get arrested for.
I was fighting, and then it was, I got mad, so I bit his ear off, and I was like, "Mom, spaghetti!" And
That's not sex.
I
That's
took
assault.
I took an Uber home.
I took well, yeah. So I think he's very confused. He's confusing sex with assault and battery, a life and death struggle, and but in both cases, after he beats some man in the street and bites his ear off, or bites a woman's ear, he takes an Uber home.
But really, if you think about it, what is closer to a dinosaur right now?
Oh, a lizard or a Dominican? What? A black man? Who was close
What
to the dinosaur?
what animal is close to a dinosaur right now?
A lizard.
Wells.
Alligator.
Wells.
Um, something dragon now in a specific island. They're like
The only
giant.
dragon they have is in the water.
The dragons in the water.
So
Yeah.
they don't really
Sharks. Sharks
no.
and no. I give up. You got me stumped.
Well,
A whale?
but the whale back then was 10 times bigger than the whale we have now.
Oh, and he went, oh, and the whale's a mammal who went back in the ocean. He got little legs. And he said, fuck this place. I could get eaten. And he went back. Excuse the language. This place is for kids. And I just cursed.
What's another one? A chicken.
Chicken?
Because it's similar to a dinosaur bone because the way it walks.
Do you mean that the chicken's looking at me and saying, if only my ancestors would eat your butt if they could? And now the tables have turned.
You could
That's karma, my friend.
you could tell by the structure of it.
See, if you eat people like this guy does and bite people, and karma will come back to haunt you or your ancestors.
A turtle.
Oh, you know what?
So
Turtles
they're
live
close to a
hundreds
dinosaur.
of years.
They're close to a
They're
dinosaur.
close to a dinosaur.
Mhm.
I never realized he's a nerd. He knows all these things. That he was in the books, reading the things while the rest of the people were getting the hunagilak. When I refer to sex, I will call it the Noogie Nog. This is a children's channel, and it's for the kids. Remember, children, when you say sex, and then you could fool your parents this way. I want to have sex, or the dirty words. I want to do the Noogie Nog. I want to do the huckabuck. Code. It's cute. That's the way to do it. Fool your parents every time.
I just go to the store.
You just go to the store.
Yeah.
You're gonna screw the woman behind the counter? What the hell are you doing?
I'm like, going to the store. I'll be back later.
The who on the store? The black woman at the
I just
store?
go to the store, and then when I go to the store, I got my selection. I'm like, let me get that mom spaghetti right there. You know what I mean?
Are there women behind the counter that you can select from? That is not a store, a drugstore. That is a house of prostitution. The man does not know where he's going. And no wonder what's going on. I'm telling to the pharmacy, and he's coming back with no pharmacy.
Yeah, let's go.
He just has a satisfied look on his face.
And then I just, I got my food, and then they tell me to just go to room 207, and then you could watch TV and you know what I mean? That's it.
So he needs food, TV, and the Noogie Nog. And you're in paradise, aren't you?
Yeah, I just picked the mom spaghetti.
Now tell me, when you do the hoopy doop, do you take the glasses off to get a look at the woman? You don't
No,
need to do that.
I can't.
I'm gonna keep the mystery in there.
And you gotta keep the mystery in there.
Women love mystery. They love mystery. That's why they love me.
Mm.
Not in a biblical sense. You know what the biblical sense means? Hoopy doopy.
Hoopy
No, yes, but in the I want to put you in the friend zone. Well, let me tell you something, ladies, right off the bat. You're not going to take me and put me in the friend zone. That's like the Twilight Zone. That's when you have best friends with a woman and you want to get the hoopy doop, and she just wants to talk. And boy, can you people talk. It never ends. Okay,
The next one.
next story.
Friends with in need.
Friend is need is a friend indeed. What is this? For people who want to borrow money from people? What the hell's going on here? That's not the paper. That's not the paper in question. Those questions were answered for. You were supposed to read this. You irresponsible bastard. But well, you know what he did?
Nobody knows what happened. So we just gotta be friends in need. It's someone you need, even if it's like Alexa.
You see, he doesn't understand that language and talking is a form of communication. I am sure nobody knows what he's talking about. I certainly don't, and I'm kind of sharp in that way. I've actually figured out foreigner talk with heavy accents. Oh, yeah.
He's bilingual.
I'm bilingual. Not really. I think you all should talk American.
He speak dog, human, and cats.
Meow, 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 meow.
Best you think, yeah. All right, the next one. Dream defier.
Dream deferred. Okay, we're gonna have to educate you. Deferred is not defied, although it is being defied. You're onto something. Let me tell you something. This is Martin Luther King, that people would not be defined by their skin color, they would be defined by their character. And you know what the civil rights people are doing now?
What did
The
they
progressives? You're defined by your skin color.
do?
Is that right? If I defined him by his skin color, I wouldn't trust him. You know, he's beige, and I'm alabaster. Ebony and ivory can never get control of each other's life and get along at all. No, that's not the way that song went.
No.
It's supposed to get together. That was Paul McCartney and who was it? See, the black guy.
Black
Yeah, the guy who liked children.
Yeah.
I like to forget about it. Yeah, look, he looked away.
The children.
Children. I don't mean he liked the children. I mean, oh, but they forgave Michael. You know why? Because he was a great entertainer. And he was tortured by his father. Oh, you bad father. You mean Michael not to have a life where he interacted with children? You know what ended up happening? Oh, bad things. Bad things in Michael land.
So I was in a corner. I was like, "Mom, spaghetti! I hit you with a Dalratini." That's what it is, and I became a hit sensation. And they took my sleeping voice, became a hit.
My apologies to the black community. We won't let the Dominicans rap anymore. At least not this one. Maybe we'll never to him.
The next one, still marching.
We're still marching. They're still marching after the 60s when all their little dreams of civil rights came about. Now they want more. They want reparations. You know what reparations means?
What that means?
That means that in California, that's where this is going on, each black person will get $1 million.
Ooh,
Yes, each black person in the country will get $1 million off of slavery. Well, let me tell you.
am I black?
No, you're beige. They would take the money off of you. You probably enslaved black people. The Dominicans are known for enslaving black people. Why do you think Haiti is so um poor and Dominican Republic is so rich?
So,
Why? Why? Because you enslaved them. I've actually took that totally out of my ass to take the heat off my white ass, and I'm going to put it on the Dominicans. That's the way I am.
this is what I'm gonna do. We're gonna do a Dalratini, and then we're gonna dye my skin brown, and then we're gonna change my ID, but like I'm on spaghetti. They took my slave family and put me here. I have nowhere to go. I came and traveled. They don't want to give me a passport.
You're
What's going on?
you're not black. Although he has black hair. Now, what this is interesting. He came in and he showed his hair. Like, I don't want to even show his hair. I had all of a sudden I was there. I'm there and I have Jimi Hendrix in my apartment. Well, I don't have a black aide who's a male. I have black aides that are female, but not a black female aide. And certainly not with some overgrown afro from the 60s. His hair was sticking up. I got frightened. Oh, you say I'm a bigot because I'm frightened of black people. You didn't have my childhood. I was the only white kid in my school. I was the ultimate minority. Some people say, you don't know what it is to be a minority. PS34, only white kid in the school. Dare you? You don't know me. You don't know what I've been through before. You don't know me. You think all our Sebastian Caucasians are not persecuted. I was persecuted. I'm persecuted by him. He persecutes me all the time.
Yep.
And I'm supposed to be the boss.
Yep.
Now where are we gonna go?
All right. Sia housing hates.
This is the woman who's whiter than me and wants to take all the housing and public house, not public housing. It's shared housing. No, wants to take private property, private homes that you save all your life to have away from you. She wants her role model is the Soviet Union. Some role model will have. You commie bastards. You'll never get my apartment. I'd rather die than leave this apartment. Pretty soon I will die of natural causes, so you'll inherit this adventure plans. Squatters' rights. I knew it. He's a large family, you know.
Yep.
And those two kids are going to need their own rooms.
Sure.
Oh. Now I see through your little boys. I'll have an accident. Slip and fall. Yeah. You know, you're not the criminal genius that you're waving your head saying, oh, that's true. That's what's next. Now we know you're going to kill me.
War time. War time.
We're at war, being led by the greatest military genius ever, Donald J. Trump. Oh, Donald's gonna lead us down hell. He's gonna ring those bells. He's gonna beat Putin and a red Chinese shoe, and he's already got the Venezuelan stew. And Iran is on the ropes, and they'll all fall like dominoes. But the race I really want to go is to Greenland. Oh, hell, I want to be at war with everybody. Led by my emperor, Donald Trump, you see. They say he is a man of war, but that's not what he has in store. No endless wars you see. They'll all be short, can't you see? Boom, boom, boom.
Boom, boom.
Yes. Uh, you know what he reminds me of?
Oh,
If you took the DNA of Archie Bunker, Don Rickles, and mix it with Richard Milhous Nixon, you'd get Donnie Trump. And throw a little Reagan in there. That's a genetic stew.
mm.
I love me, and maybe a little Dice Clay. He's the greatest comedian who's ever had the White House. Unlike the Biden administration, which was a cruel joke, he makes me laugh. As long as you make me laugh, I'll vote for you. Although I didn't vote for him the last time because my friend Eve wanted me to vote for whoever the Harris bit. Oh, excuse me, I almost lose my language. And I didn't want her to hurt her feelings. It was her birthday. I betrayed my own political principles.
I voted for
He didn't vote.
Tupac.
Tupac's been dead for 30 years.
I didn't saw him on the voting thing, so I went to the
Oh, you wrote it in?
so I went to MTV word like I vote for Tupac. You know what I mean? Mom spaghetti, you know. You know what I mean?
He sleeps a lot. He dreams these dreams and stuff. Yet I'm the guy who has to take the medication. Fine. He has sleep apnea. I have sleep apnea. I have sleep apnea, and so do you. Hallelujah. I never sleep. It is true. Hallelujah. Now, 97% of the time in me, he sleeps on my TV. Yeah, well, he sleeps while watching TV. He sleeps while sitting in the couch. He sleeps while he's eating. But I never sleep. I am like a shark who never sleeps, doesn't know how to sleep, wants to sleep at times. I have to keep awake because the midnight callers might come, and I don't want to see them.
You ever seen the movie I Am Batman?
I am Batman.
That's
I saw it. Is it Joker?
that's him.
That's me. I am Batman. Batman had a severe weight
But the
problem.
Batman is multi-billion million dollar that owns a building, but nobody knows who he is. So, but people thinking he's sleeping, which he's in his house. This guy is out there in the street trying to save the world, but there's nothing going on in the world.
Obviously, this man has never seen the Batman movies. He has dreams about me actually walking. But one day I will walk. And one day I will save this world because you know why?
Right.
I am secretly God. Yes. You think not? Yes, I'm in dead cover. I didn't want the responsibilities of being God, so I'm hiding out on Earth.
Mm.
Oh, in the guise of a fat guy on Avenue C. That's my plan! And they're tracking me. They know where I am. They're trying to give me agita. I don't want agita. Do you know what agita is?
What does?
Aggravation. I can't run the universe anymore. I'm too old. I'm as senile as Joe Biden, but nicer. I'm a nice man. Yes, indeed. You paramecium human beings, I love it the best. And I'd kill you if you got in my way. What can I say? I'm the God of wrath. Now that Jesus was the God of forgiveness, and we all know what happened to him. So I intend to get even with everybody who's crossed me in the slightest way. Hey, hey. So watch yourself, you little Dominicans and Puerto Ricans, black people too. Because when I was at PS34, you treated me bad. And now I'm gonna get even. No, I'm not. I'm just joking around.
The next one, A free island bounty.
Now now you were saying what? A free island bounty? Are they putting bounties on people? No.
What's going on?
This is what's going on. If you don't have a criminal record, this island will take you in because they need people to work there. It's a small island, maybe 20,000 people. Not enough dishwashers, not enough people who have little menial jobs. And it's a paradise. Beaches, women, not that many women, it's not that many people there, but an island paradise.
So what he's saying
But
is,
it could sink into the ocean. That's the only problem.
what he's saying is, if you want to escape from this terrible, horrible, traumatic war and all this going on, you could go to this little free island with no criminal records and change your life.
I'm going to tell you something.
That's what he's saying.
This is proof that there's Jesus. He actually communicated, and we understand what he just said. I could kiss you. I'm not a homosexual. I am not a homosexual. I've never kissed a man.
I
The
kissed my
beard. What you kissed?
I kissed a doll.
Kissed a doll?
He was a man. He was a rabbit.
Okay. I don't know what drug you take, but there's a difference between a rabbit, a man, and a doll. Unless he had a rabbit, male rabbit.
Me. Wait, say that again.
A rabbit, it's rabbit. It has rabies.
Mm-hmm.
It's a rabbit,
Rabbit.
and it's male.
And it's a robot.
And now I you threw that in. Okay, he's a robot. I see up until that point, you
Slash
could be
robot.
arrested because
Slash robot. Slash rabbit. Slash human. That's crazy. This is crazy.
oh, of course, I'm certifiable. Let me tell you something, my friend.
That's crazy.
This man is not desperate because he has a beautiful wife or girl or whatever's happening there, and children. Yes, he's breeding. There are more of him out there, and they look like the little boys. They look like miniature hymns. The way he's immortal. Am I immortal? Do I have children?
Yes,
No.
he does.
I do.
You look like Mom Spaghetti. One is Dominican and always wears sunglasses in the daytime. I don't know why he wears that for.
Oh, you the only child I never wanted to have. Some Dominican girl entrapped me, and she had a child, and then she ran away. Is that what's going on
I
here?
don't know what's going on. He always wear glasses, and it'd be like 90 degrees. He still wear
It's
glasses.
true. Now he actually interrogating himself. Let me tell you something.
I
He's
don't know.
turning on himself.
I don't know who he is.
He doesn't know. Look in the mirror, my friend. Is there any more here?
We have no.
We're trying to make this. We're trying to make this under 10 minutes.
We have no more mirrors in his room. I don't know what happened to the mirrors.
I'm a vampire. I don't cast a reflection.
Yeah.
I look like shit with a mirror. I like to think I'm 24.
Maybe he's 24 and 4.
That's true. When I
In
was
dog
20,
life.
when I was
And I mean, the dog life is turned into 17 and puppy life.
When-
And be 37 in dinosaur world.
see if you were 37 and I'm 67, when I was 30, you weren't born. He could be my son.
I'm his age in cockroach. If I was if I was a cockroach.
To me, I'm God, so you're all cockroaches. You have the lifespan of flies, literal flies. Yes.
All right, the next one. A final for shell
What's that?
species?
A
Final
final for we're killing all the sharks more than the killer.
sharks.
It's sharks. They're going to be extinct because
No.
we need them to get our noogie knock medicine.
No, we don't need that.
Yeah, I need that.
We don't need that now.
I'm 67 years old.
We need to produce more sharks. We can't allow that.
You're going to produce more sharks. In other words, man-eating sharks that rip the things off of surfers.
We need them.
We need them
Yeah.
for your sex thingies, or just food. Do we need more murderous animals?
God made them. So,
God made many things that are bad.
so we need to reproduce this crazy animals out here.
Thank God he has no. He's not. They're not going to make
What
more
happens to
sharks.
pandas?
Pandas don't, they bite people, but they don't eat people.
A couple of years ago, Panda was going extinct,
That's true.
and now look, Panda is growing.
But for the most part, they eat like little wooden things, like cashews or something like that.
Hey, Panda,
Unless you get into the cage with them and then,
you lose some weight, you know, but hey, just take a little bit off, you know what I mean? And give me a 6 pack. You can bite it off, and then we figure something out later, and then that's it. You know what I mean? Forget about it. You know what I mean?
it's really sad what drugs will do to you.
But no,
He
yeah.
used to, he was a nerd in school because
We
sometimes it comes back in those scientific things.
we need sharks, guys. We do need sharks.
We-
If you're afraid of shark biting you, then we just need to relocate them where a shark will not get to you. So anybody who will die, it will just multiply right there in the moment, and we will continue making more sharks.
Realize sharks are in the ocean, and if you put them away from humans, they could swim back to the humans. Didn't you ever see Jaws?
You know how far away the sharks is?
Right off of Manhattan Island, right off Long Island. They're
Wow.
eating Long Islanders. I know you don't like Long Islanders because
No.
they're primarily white,
They're in the,
except for the bad people.
they're in the middle of the ocean. In the middle of the ocean, that's where they are.
They're in the middle of the ocean.
There's no way you get in there by foot.
Yes, they swim. They don't go by foot.
No, but we can't get there by foot because it's too far.
We go in boats, and they know they swim over. I'm arguing with the man that has total false premises.
You need a pirate ship to get into the island. You know what I mean?
My head hurts. My head hurts. He's making my head hurt.
We need a pirate ship, and then when we get to the pirate ship, we see 1,000 sharks. I mean, it's multiplying. That's good.
He's gaslighting me, and he doesn't even mean to do it. He's not even doing it intentionally. Just because I'm schizo.
I mean, you could probably use one of our technology. Who knows?
He just goes on and on.
There's a technology that just throw waves and then throws the sharks away.
Most of the time, he's quiet and sleeping, and I try to get something out of him because you want companionship. And then this happens, and I realize that I'm better off when he's sleeping.
Because there's a new technology now that's go underwater and it throws waves, like really loud waves and underwater. And anything that goes by it, it will scare them off. So maybe they could do that for sharks.
In other words, you'd have a little thing that would make the shark go away from you.
Right, go away from closer to the island.
This is when nerdism is coming here. That made sense. There's a certain amount of technological.
And then the shark won't be extinct. We still have sharks.
And you won't have sharks, and just everything else that lives in the ocean will be living in fear. Let me tell you something
You
about
know what shark tastes like?
I've never tasted shark. What does shark taste like?
I don't know, but it tastes good to me.
That last sentence made no sense whatsoever.
Wow, spaghetti.
He's crazy. He's crazy. I'm telling you. Next.
All right. Omar Mystery.
Miss Omar, the woman who hates America. Yet she came to America as a child. We took her in, and then she had $30,000 before she went in Congress, and now she has 30 million. And there was a big scandal in Minnesota where we put all our Somalians there
How they did that?
because they were having daycare centers for children. Had no children in them.
Wow.
Food pantries that were supposed to give out to the poor with no poor.
Wow.
They were taking all the money and buying heating blankets.
Wow.
Now, I don't blame you for being hostile against us Somalians because you know what Somalia is like?
What?
It's hot.
Huh? How hot?
It's one of the it's like 90 degrees every day.
You don't like it?
Well, the thing is, you don't put people from Somalia
You
in
put me out
Minnesota.
there,
You'd be hostile. You'd be a terrorist over there.
I'll be like
You'd have to get a heavy jacket.
like a toothpick. You know what I mean? 90 degrees every day. I'll
No,
be
no,
my
no,
tank top.
no. You're from the Dominican Republic, rather hot place. Not that hot. not like Somalia. And you probably, if you went to Somalia, you could lose a little weight. That would be a good
I'll
thing.
be like a little Jamaican
No,
little stick, you know what I
a
mean?
little Jamaican
Oh,
stick. Like
I'll be
like you
like
Jamaicans, he
I
thinks they're all stick.
I'll be like the next Bob Marley in Samoan, you know what I mean?
That's
Yeah.
possible. Who knows? I never heard. I know I've heard him sing. He's not going to be Bob Marley.
What are you know, you know?
Like, let me tell you something. You put Somalians in Minnesota. You know how cold Minnesota is?
How come so it's
20 below zero.
I'll make it, you know, I'll be cold, be blue. Like
Yeah,
my
that's the
brother,
color you would turn.
be blue, I gained some weight. I don't know nothing to do out there, but we figure something out.
Now, here's the logic of the man. He would rather not go to a South Sea paradise, but he'd rather go to Minnesota where he could just figure out not to freeze his ass to death. Excuse my language.
They need people to work. What you
They
want me
need
to
people
do?
to work like you like to work. He does actually like to work, except he likes to work when he gets up, and he doesn't get up that often. Maybe for 20 minutes he works and he does positive working. Or maybe longer than that. I have no sense of time.
All right, the next one. Army of Icebreaker.
The communists, the Marxists, and the anarchists are trying to break ice,
Break ice.
make ice slip up
Uh,
by provoking them, by getting in their faces. Well, let me tell you. What we need is the January 6th was to come and engage
let me
these
tell
com.
you something.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. We're not going to let them get away with it. You know what anarchists think?
What did they?
They want to destroy society, break it down entirely, and then build it up with them on top.
Mm.
But not on my watch.
Nope.
I may not be able to fight. I have a smart mouth. And my smart mouth will keep me by. As long as I have him to protect me, he doesn't know how to fight. He doesn't know how to play basketball. I'm beating it up again. He plays basketball with sixth, third graders. And he
What?
slam dunks them.
No,
And
they
he
don't.
and he deceives them to think that Dominicans can play basketball. We all know they
I
can.
just play basketball and then
They can barely play
all I
baseball.
do is just dunk on them and I call mom spaghetti. Like, mom, go pick up your kids. Just dunk on them.
And these children think that spaghetti is a rap music group. They're gonna go grow up trying to be rappers, even the black ones, and they say spaghetti, 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 and people will laugh at them.
Yes, mom spaghetti. That's what I said, mom, go get your kids because I just dunked on them and I don't want to dunk on them. I'm getting tired of dunking on them. You know what I mean? Yeah.
You're going to be arrested. There's got to be a law of child abuse. You're destroying their confidence. I mean, when they look at you and that you were be more athletic than them,
And they gotta grow up. They gotta grow up stronger, bigger, taller, more muscular. Say, oh, you remember me?
I see an old man beaten to death
Be like,
somewhere.
no.
It's called karma. At last it caught up with you. Your reign of terror is over. Of course, he has two sons that could protect him, but they'll probably be about his size.
They probably dunk on me too.
Yeah, he'll abuse them with the dunking. They'll ally themselves with these vengeful basketball
Yeah, they
players.
probably dunk on me when they get bigger. Yeah.
Everybody's going to dunk on you except me
You gotta
because I'm
dunk
in a
on me when I'm
wheelchair.
sleeping.
I'm going to kill him while he sleeps. Dun, dun, dun. If I could walk, if I could walk like a man.
So funny thing is I got a camera on the bed I sleep in. And when I'm sleeping, I see him standing, looking at me like this.
I'm praying for you.
And then he goes back in his thing, walking normal. And then when I wake up, he's watching TV, and I was like, okay. And then when I look at the camera, I was like, wait, why is he walking normal?
Tell
Is
me,
this a messed
ladies
up
and
man?
gentlemen, and write this in.
Is he a ghost?
Who is the paranoid schizophrenic, me or him? I'll share my medicine with you, you know.
I don't think no medicine can help me on this.
And probably couldn't. You know why?
Is he playing this off? Is he playing that he can't walk? That he's on a wheelchair?
I'm into the
Where
long
is it?
game.
Is he trying to kill me when I'm not knowing? Dun, dun, dun.
Dun dun dun.
No one
He could
knows.
always walk. Uh, Walk like a man, fast as I can. Walk like a man, my son. Don't make her cry, then you die. I can't remember the lyrics.
All right, the next one. Political theater.
All these commies are doing political theory
Mm-hmm.
and theater because they all come from upper middle class families for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
Yet they post themselves as communists, as revolutionaries. Why?
Why?
Because they'll be in charge of things with their education. They are fake commies. They don't want to distribute the wealth. They want to distribute your middle class wealth into their pockets. And the poor will remain poor.
What they go do? They go die with my money in their pockets?
Well, probably, well, they probably will when you finally figure out the situation and kill them. Of course, you'll go to jail, but you'll fit right in.
I'd be like that guy who killed the guy from stealing money. You stole my money. Bam, bam.
There you
Now I'm
go.
in jail
Now he's in jail.
for killing the guy who stole money.
It's a killing a criminal.
And he's a lawyer.
And you know what I like? I like vigilantism. I like them.
I don't know. They should let him free, but
I think we should have a civil war.
they're not gonna let him go.
We got to get it out of our systems. You know, a lot of hate out there. See, I'm not a hateful person. If I was a hateful person, this man would be dead. As well as half the population. But no, I'm a God. I'm a Jesus.
If I can only show you a video of him standing over me, looking at me,
You have to buy a camera first. You cannot use your imaginary camera.
and
The
the light
real
is
camera.
off, and the heat is on, and I'm like, how does he stand with all the heat, and he's just still there, and it's just scary guys,
It's just, you think I'm scared. I have to live with this.
scary guy.
He thinks I'm out to kill him, and I'm just out there to be a nice
I
person.
think I'm about to get a camera, but not a regular camera, a ghost camera.
A ghost camera.
Yeah, that's the one you can see. You can see like the heat of a ghost.
Maybe I'm dead and I don't know it.
He'll be dead.
Oh my God.
That's why.
That explains a lot of things. How I don't age.
That's probably why he doesn't age or walk.
Yes. And I don't walk because my memories of before I died, I couldn't walk.
If you ask him for his real name, I think they'll take him away.
Victor Gott. Dead man. Not Victor Gott?
They took his memory away.
Vinny Gachuk.
They took his memory away.
That's what I used to call myself when I was a child. I couldn't pronounce my own name.
They took his memory away and gave him a whole new identity. But if they find out his real name, I think the angel will come and get him.
He saw an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie with that, the theme, and he thinks it's real. My poor little lady's crazier than me. He's demented, can't you see? No, it's not true. He has children, has a wife. He even hangs out with girls. Yeah, it's a punk rock girl. In the friend zone she was. Didn't she think he was a friend? Now let me tell you, young ladies, stop with the friend zone both. We don't want to be your friends. We want to do the hoopy doop. At least I do. Let me tell you something. I'm not going to listen to you no more. To your problems. I got problems of my own. I got this Dominican on my hands. I can't walk. I'm bitter and vengeful for those who know have done me wrong. I never forget a grudge.
No,
Unlike Jesus.
never.
That's why I don't like Jesus. Oh, forgive and forget. Turn the other cheek. Well, what happens when you run out of cheeks? If you want to, you slap you in the hiney and do nasty thing. Now, being slapped on the hiney is not such a bad thing, depending on who's doing the slapping. Any more?
New drug boss.
I don't know what that is. I don't know who the new drug boss is.
Who's the new drug dealer?
I don't know. Who's the new drug dealer?
Who's the new drug boss? This is the government. Is it a new state? Or is it a Venezuela?
Venezuela. We got the head drug dealer in Venezuela. We plucked him like a needle in a
All this
haystack.
time, he is dealing with drugs, and we just let him pass by. And now we find out he's one of the biggest head head drug dealer besides the one we caught years ago.
Let me explain what he just said. For
Okay,
years, we've been playing the game against the drug dealers.
okay.
That's a police matter.
There's
You know what we did?
there's one drug dealer we caught, one of the biggest ones. Remember?
We caught quite a bit, like the little tiny guy, like
No,
El Chapo.
El Chapo was
Mm,
one of the hugest one out there. That was one of them, right?
that's one of them.
And there was a couple more before them.
Right.
And we caught almost all of them. And now we just caught another one.
Yeah, we caught him, but it was a special military operation. See, we have to fight them like we do in an all right, no holds barred military operation. You know what that means?
You know what's the funny thing?
Kill him!
Funny thing is
Blow up the boat.
that the people wanted him gone.
Of course they did.
They didn't. They're like, nah, man, you can have him.
Yeah, he was
You don't
a
have to
suck.
kill him. He didn't know. You don't have to kill him. Just take him.
He was a bad person. You know what he did? He had bodyguards, right? And he went and he got medical. The dictator he got medical for his family and for himself. He got rich, and he didn't pay his bodyguards. And when they needed medical for their families, he didn't let them have
That was
medical.
what happened. Right.
And they weren't loyal because you wouldn't be loyal.
The people didn't want him.
That's true.
So they said, you don't have to kill him.
Just take them away.
We hand him over to you.
That's true.
And that's exactly what happened.
But
Once he got on an airplane, he landed on the other side, and they saw him on TV during jail time. They all celebrating
and he's
flying
saying,
colors.
and he's saying, I'm leaving on a jet plane. Won't be dealing drugs or drugs again. Leaving on a jet plane. Mr. Trump has taken me away. I love me a Trump. Now we're going to end this.
We'll end this.
I have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. He is marching with the trump. Bum, 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 bum. Glory, 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 hallelujah. The trumpies are marching on. The liberals are on the run. They're all with Satan, you see. Demon Democrats, you're not for me. Donald Trump is gonna flay you any way he can, you see. His truth is marching on.